So I need to refresh myself on how I would normally handle evasion from the perspective of the party. Here's encounter rules. In terms of working out whether a monster is cowardly or not, this is straightforward as looking at the morale score. Monsters that have a morale as low as 2 are considered to be cowardly, so they will always run away from danger, and monsters with a score of 12 will always fight to the death. Monsters with a score. So there is a... I don't know if I actually have anything in regards to pursuit type situations. We've got encounter rules, combat. So I'm going to create a new section of rules here. Evasion and pursuit. Okay, just do a page break here. So let me see what I'm doing here. So I just need to try and articulate this now. So if a monster or group of monsters is attempting to evade one or more player characters, then the decision to evade, to pursue, will be down to a morale check on behalf of each character in the party. So we need to decide. We need to decide what the morale score is for the party. So obviously you don't have to do it like this. You can just decide, I want my party to pursue the evading monsters, but I like to automate the party's actions as much as possible. So, you know, I'm mainly sort of playing solo from a dungeon master's perspective, but at any point I can switch that view and sort of see the world from the perspective of a player immersed in this fictional world. But quite often I do like to sort of automate the party's decisions. I find that it's quite fun to sort of create that sense of surprise as to what the party are going to do. Now, somewhere in the rules cyclopedia, there is a section on morale and deciding on what the morale score is when it's otherwise unknown. And here it is here, deciding on morale score. So this is mainly for kind of your retainers in the campaign, but this will translate perfectly to the players. But what we need to look at is the personality, the overall personality of the adventuring party as a whole. I think a good place to start on my adventure sheet, the party creation and quick reference. I'm going to add a column here for the party's morale, the party's overall morale. Kind of running out of space on this sheet, but I'll see what I can do. There we have it. We have a party morale score ready to be inputted into my party reference sheet on my adventure sheet. So what I'm actually thinking here to work out what the party's overall morale score is, I'm going to look at the individual ability scores and look for bonuses and penalties in each category. And then I will use that to inspire a system where that will give a bonus or penalty to the random roll for morale. So I'm going to do like a bonus penalty total for each of these stats. So the party in essence will have bonuses and penalties overall. And this might come in handy for other solo mechanics I might introduce. So with strength, there's no penalties across the party, but there is a bonus of +1. So overall, strength, the party has a +1 bonus. Intelligence, we have a 15, so that's a +1. And a 14 is a +1 as well. So, and there's no penalties, so that's +2. Wisdom, yep, there's a bad score of 6. So we're looking at, and there's no bonuses, so a -1. So the party are not very wise, but they're strong and intelligent. Constitution, we have a +2 overall. Dexterity, we have a -1 and a +2. So altogether, that's a +1. Pretty good overall scores. Charisma, we got a +1. Ooh, a 5 is a -2. And an 8 is a -1. So that's -2 altogether. Now, so this isn't the most kind of intuitive of labels: bonus, penalty, total, bonus, penalty. But you get the idea. I may try and think of better labels than this. But so we would just add these up. So we've got +3, +2, +4, +5, 3. So +3 altogether. So that's our total bonus is a +3. So we will apply that to our roll for morale. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. So this is a table that will help me work out the overall morale score for the entire party, and that will also give us the personality of the party. So to do that, I'm going to roll 2d6 on the following table to determine the morale score of the party. A bonus or penalty will apply to the roll. To calculate this bonus penalty, add up each individual character's bonuses and penalties for each ability score separately, and then add these individual scores together to give an overall bonus or penalty. So it seems a bit convoluted, but I hope you follow my train of thought here. So I'm going to roll 2d6. Right, so here we go. I'm going to roll 2d6. I rolled a 6 altogether, which would make the party unmotivated. However, the total bonus is +3. So that's a 9 altogether. Brave, determined, or stubborn is the party's personality. Potentially one of those 3. So why not roll for these as well? Let's have a look. So brave, determined, or stubborn, 1d3. So I'm going to roll a d6 and half it. So the party will be stubborn because I rolled a 5. Cool. Okay, just mess with the cell padding here to make it look nice and tidy. So here's my party creation and quick reference sheet. I didn't show you the party creation. It's something I did earlier, but just thought I'd share, a little snippet of how I do things. And I guess in this little snippet, we were talking about party morale and personality, and how you can calculate something like that. And I think that having these individual overall figures here, and an overall bonus and overall morale score and personality, I think that will lend itself to so many areas of solo gaming. These bonuses and penalties could apply to all kinds of things. So I'm going to see where I go with that. I'm quite interested to see what might come up. And obviously, it's all subject to change if it doesn't quite work. So we'll see how that goes. So the Orc Guard is attempting to flee the party. Will the party pursue the Orc Guard? I rolled a 6 on their morale score, against their morale score, which is 9. So they pass their morale check. They will pursue the Orc Guard. So we'll see how that turns out. I guess the party don't want the Orc Guard to get back to its tribal lair, because it could obviously warn the whole tribe of the presence of the party, and that could be disastrous. So the smart thing to do would be to stop this guard getting away, I think.